Hey everybody, welcome to the team call. We are so excited to have a wonderful guest tonight, Dr. Rachel Smartt. I got to hear her talk to an amazing group earlier, and I just fell in love with her heart and her story. She has an amazing testimony, and she has so many great credentials. She's a naturopathic doctor. She's a nutritional counselor. She's a certified health, wellness, and plant-based coach. She's a meditation instructor. She's a psychology of eating expert. She is the CEO of Smart Transformations. She has been with the Juice Plus company for 20 years, and she is a 50 Club, which is pretty incredible. Executive marketing director. Is that right, Rachel?
Yeah, not quite. This is my month that I get it all. Had to hold it for 4 months.
Okay. I just wanted to make sure I said that right. Well, we are so excited she is here to share with us why we should be so excited about Juice Plus. And I know many of us are already part of the team. We're already sharing. We're partnering with Juice Plus. Will you just raise your hand if you're already a partner with Juice Plus so we can see? Good. Whoops. And raise your hand if you are just checking it out, taking a peek. Raise your hand if you're a customer. I know I've got some customers in here. Yes. Awesome. I just wanted to make sure we knew because Rachel is going to share about the business. And if you have questions, I encourage you to write them down. You can even put them in the chat if you want, and then we can go through those and answer those questions. But yeah, Dr. Smartt, I should say, please take it away.
Well, hello to everyone. You're all over the place tonight. So I live in Georgia, and I'm just grateful for Angel. She's, was able to reach out to me. We got to connect. So she asked me to do something that was really for those that are looking at the business. So I'm going to speak in the eyes of those. And then if you have questions about anything, is some of that you're looking at a business potentially. I know I was there years ago, and then maybe those that are learning, have questions, and you can ask me anything you want at the end. Okay. So I just am grateful to be part of something that really matters. I've been working with wellness for 22 years, and we're working with families. We're spreading hope. We also, Juice Plus is just a way we help bridge that gap, the nutritional gap, and to help armor people strong with families. And the business is about helping people dream again and to live at the highest potential. So I'm grateful for all you joining in. And I like to call this a lifestyle business because we get to meet Angel and some of the ones that work with her. And it's a franchise, a friendship business, a ministerial, entrepreneurial, a ministry, purpose-driven business to serve others. And we're part of something, we're fighting a war. And 70 to 90% of diseases can be preventable. So that's kind of the foundation of, what we are all about, or what I'm about. And we're part of something that can help families. I know I kind of navigated different things in my life with changes as a young mother, and I'll tell my story in a minute, but it's just a navigating of change. And when you change in life, you change and want more. And when you see more, you can realize you're meant for more. So thanks for joining in tonight. And I am so grateful to share my story. When I started out, I was a young mother. I always dreamt that I would get married. My husband would just let me, allow me to be a homemaker, which was my most important thing I wanted to do and to be. And I thought everything was wonderful. And it was picture perfect family. We had moved from Colorado to Georgia, and I had 4 children. My husband we're all living the best part of our lives. And then all of a sudden, our dreams were kind of shattered. And my husband was suddenly diagnosed with terminal adrenal cancer, unfortunately, and given only 6 months to live. And it was a shock because if he looked so amazing and felt so good. And 6 months to live is a ticking time bomb. And so we were scared to death, but we're a prayerful family, we're a Christian family. We began to really learning about food is medicine, and that it's not just good for you, it's so powerful, it can save your life. And we knew that 70% of diseases can be preventable, but he was fighting and battling a disease. So we thought, well, we could get all this raw food coming in and turn to a plant-based diet to be able to help give him the edge. And then we started looking for tools to get to fill in the gap. So we began juicing fruits and vegetables by the gallons. And then a neighbor introduced to me with a juicing alternative with a fraction of the cost with something called Juice Plus. And I was a skeptic. I was a healthy skeptic. So I said, give me that research. And when I looked at all the published, research then on human blood plasma and on all these different institutions around the world, I thought, wow, this is really just concentrated whole food in a powerful form with a wide spectrum of antioxidants. So it became my battle plan for my husband. It became a nutritional armor for our family. My husband was able to get with, prayer, plant-based focus, and Juice Plus, 8 extra healthy years. 6 months terminal illness to 8 extra healthy years with no optimal health. He worked all the way till just a few months before he passed away. And it was just a miracle that somebody allowed me to have hope in a way to catalyst change or extend life. And just saw what it did to me. I just, as a mother raising 4 children at a time that I was scared to death, I wanted the best health. I wasn't going to settle for average health. And I saw, how my kids were armored. It didn't mean that I would never have a problem, but it meant that I was way ahead of the game. I was filling the tank. And so I have literally not been to the sick doctor in 22 years. Only well visits. I've seen dramatic changes in my skin and my hair, and I've sailed through menopause. I'm a regular gal. I love, most importantly, helping my grandkids and kids. I have almost seven grandkids and 4 children have married that I am so grateful that I can teach nutritional excellence. We don't wait for the crises. We do it ahead of the game. So I wanted to share that story with all of you listening to seeing how, we navigate. We don't want to wait to the wake up calls. It's too scary. We're seeing so much of those that, think they're fine, and none of us get enough raw food. No one I know gets the wide spectrum. So Juice Plus is that bridge, and it's a non-negotiable if you want the best health. And any mother that always want the best for their family, it is something you'd never slight. It would be the last thing I give up. I stepped into the business at the beginning because I guess it was a responsibility and to reduce the cost. So it's very affordable. When I had 6 people getting on it, I thought, well, I might as well get the best price. It was like Costco. So it was $50 back 20 years ago. It's $54 now a year to be in business. So I said yes to reduce cost. It was a responsibility. How dare I not share this to give families a protective edge? And in the next couple of months, when I was in wholesale mentality, I started sharing with everyone at the ball field, the soccer games, and in a couple of months, I was making $1,000 residual. And I thought, this is don't tell my husband money. At the beginning, it was hair money, shoe money. It was the fun money that I could say yes to my kids, and I didn't have to turn over all the price tags of everything in the store. So it was my little fun thing that I was doing. And then when my husband passed away after 8 years, I just decided that after seeing others in the company that were really ordinary women and men do extraordinary things and have extraordinary lives, I thought, I can do what they do. I decided that I needed a health insurance. So that was the second why. I didn't have health insurance when my husband passed away, and I had 4 children. So that was my why. And I thought, I'm going to put my blinders on. I had no business experience. I was really shy, really insecure, but I had a driving passion that I was going to share health and I was going to give hope. And I was going to figure this out because I didn't want to go to check in somewhere. So I got some help. I asked people to mentor me. I followed the system. And in 2 years, I was the top of a $16 billion company. I just follow the system. I stepped out of my comfort zone and I learned how to be brave and authentic and be messy and clunky and awkward, but I did it. And I saw the vision and I saw the possibilities. And so I stepped into that. I overcame a lot. I'm so grateful that I had, a vision painted for me. And then after, I landed to the top of the company as a national marketing director, I, had to learn a lot about leadership, and I started really understanding mentorship. So I started having a different why, was to mentor others, to leave a legacy. And the greatest happiness comes from growing and giving. Growing and giving, I thought, yeah, this is a way to grow me, but leave a legacy to help others to grow. So for what the business offered me was not only insurance, a corporate benefit packet, tuition support for my 4 children. The company has dished out over $35,000 just by tuition for 4 children. That was part of the leadership packet. And then I've been able to be there for every event in my children's life, for every baby, every emergency. I don't have to ask anybody. And then I guess looking back on it, my children, I guess the biggest wise now is to help my children look at me and say, when hard things happen, they see what I've done to get up, to be resilient, to be part of commitment, and really leaving an inheritance, whether it's emotional inheritance with resiliency, a nutritional inheritance to be there for, what we give to our children and grandkids is really a nutritional inheritance, and then a financial inheritance, because for me, my husband passed away. I was only 37 when he passed away. We have divorces, we have downsides, we have deaths and disasters, and we need to make sure that we don't leave life to chance. So I want to, like those that are watching or those that are on, maybe you're in the business, maybe that you're looking at a business, you need to have some things that are going to anchor you financially, because that's some of the greatest health challenges that tip the scale, and to really help you have more of what you want. So I stepped into the business. Like I said, I grew clunky, messy as I went. I did it part-time, but came to more full-time as I saw more and needed more. And then there is nothing more like the community of Juice Plus. Our culture, our community is just phenomenal, because everyone needs more raw fruits and vegetables. There's lots of products out there, but Juice Plus is the #1 most researched whole food nutritional product in the world. If you want to Google that, just ask Siri. You just ask Siri when you get off the phone and ask, what is the most researched whole food nutritional product in the world? And it will say Juice Plus. And then it has the largest observational children's health study in the world, with over, I think it's now 3 million families getting free fruits and vegetables with kids. And then it has a hybrid business model of 4 marketing models that come into really the virtual franchise. So that's kind of the big picture of what I want to share, is that this is, an amazing plan to look at, or to re-engage, or to start stronger, or to be more intentional with your growing. But one of the things that really attracted me to this business was the mission statement, was to build a stable and lasting company that would help as many people as possible realize their dreams by inspiring healthy living around the world. And so when I do a lot of coaching and I do things outside of the Juice Plus, I have something I'll share with you after that you can be part of if you'd like. But you want to be able to be part of to be a dream keeper. And a lot of times we as mothers, or if you're men on the call, we put dreams on the shelf. We put things on the back burner because things just happen that way sometime, and you have to realize, I am meant for more. I'm going to put the dreams on the shelf. And so you think about, what is the dream? And there should never be dreams that die. You just have to find different ways to do them. So one of the dreams the company had, because our company's been around for 50 years, that's longevity, 16 billion in sales, that's huge, 20 different countries and growing around the world, over 40 published studies and growing. But one of the things I love is that they give back. Our company, J. Martin, gave the seed money for a wonderful program called the Healthy Starts for Families. And it's all about putting kids in position to stay in the school, to eat more plants, to bounce back quicker if getting sick or crave more fruits and vegetables. And Jay Martin, our president, used to be a teacher, and he realized that children are our future and they need a fighting chance. So he allowed a person on Juice Plus to partner and to add a child. So that's something that I want you to know, that if you're looking at a business, that's really cool to be able to help kids eat for free. Or a grandparent or an 18-year-old could sponsor a child or a teacher. And beyond that, they also are one of the largest contributors to St. Jude's Hospital. That is huge. And we all know about St. Jude's, and they have the Memphis St. Marathon usually, except for the last year. But they are the ones that sponsor that entire marathon that everybody knows about. And they give back to the Boys Club and Girls Club of America. But the point of it is when a company has heart, it uses its resources and success and resources to give back, because they're positioned they've been financially sound and grounded and very strongly structured. They can give back like this. One of the things I want to tell those that are watching or listening, that Juice Plus is very unique. It is not just, it's not a vitamin. It's a whole food concentrate. It has a food label. It has 30 plants that are vine ripened with the skin and peeling on. It is a lot better than a juicing. It's more like a Vitamix with the slurry and water, slushed into a Vitamix with the skin on, the pit, the peeling of 30 plants that are vine ripened, and they remove the water. So it's more powerful than juicing, and it's they just take out the water. So it's unique because it's superior than a vitamin. It is it's for everyone from the womb to the tomb, and it's the most researched. So that's what makes it unique. And then we have something that just came out a couple of years ago, which I was so excited about. It's getting more good essential fats, because our bodies don't make fats, the essential fats. We have to get them from outside sources. And so I was taking high quality krill oil, and I found out about the plant-based omegas, and no fishy burps, but it was a wide spectrum of pure oils of omega 3, 6, 5, 7, and 9. And they have like super green algae. I'm all about anti-aging. I want beautiful skin and hair. I want to be able to have, just the arteries not sticking together. I want everything to communicate well for brain and heart and skin. And, so it's really the beauty from within and out. And that's the omegas. So it's incredible. We have that as a option, and many doctors tell you to go get omegas, that we have something that's researched, not just something on the market. And then something that helped me as I'm almost not quite 60 yet, but I managed and went really well through menopause. I really sailed there through that. And it helped me to have a meal replacement, or eating on the run, I guess, a healthy meal on the run, which was our Juice Plus Complete, which was low glycemic, high fiber, and it had 15 more plants in addition to the Juice Plus as a meal, and to stabilize blood, cravings, because it was low glycemic load. And so that helped me not have so much of the cravings. And I've also have background in some other things that I can share if you wanted to speak with me after about mind, body, or managing emotions. I'm pretty well versed in that, and that's some of my background as well, with managing emotional eating and some of those things that take us out with sabotages. And then finally, we have the vertical tower garden, which is a way to grow food vertically, which is our fun way to eat, and to have ways to put good things in our table from the deck or the patio without a work, from a growing vertical tower. We have presentations that we can share more about, but it was just such a way to be able to have control over some things that we can't control in the grocery store. So that's kind of the overview of the powerful products and everything. And then we have our hybrid business model, where we get paid in 5 different ways, which is really neat. We have a little bit of direct sales. We have the best of direct sales, the best of networking, the best of franchising, the best of corporate America. And we have we get paid in 5 ways, with a lot of things, just like, we get paid in retail profit, commissions. We get paid a residual on working team and impact, which is really cool, on doing noble work. And then we get to do something that's edible. And so for me, I wasn't looking for anything that we don't stock product. There's no monthly minimum. I wasn't looking for busy work. I was looking for noble work. And, I was looking for a way to get some residual. I like the residual income, and that was building a team of health advocates. And so that's what I did. And that's your potential to look at this in a way to really build qualified businesses. We talk more about that in the training, but it was just doing it together. We keep it really simple, and we just do things one step at a time. And depending on where you are with part-time focus, in 5 years, where do you want to be? And if you want to make it more of a career, that's what it did for me. So I want to just let you know that I'm giving you a big picture for those that are looking at a business. And if you'd like, to ask me any questions. And so some of you are customers, some of you are, business partners. I did it this night in the eyes of somebody who was looking at the business, or to re-engage, to build more energy around what you're doing. But I guess I'll just close off by just telling you that I wouldn't be the person that I am today if it wasn't for the Juice Plus company. It is probably the biggest decision, next to my faith and being married and having children, in my life, because it affected every area of my life. I am nutritionally strong. I'm spiritually grounded. I am financially savvy, which I never was before. And I'm able to say yes to all the dreams that I want in my life. And I've stepped into things messy. I didn't have it all together. I still don't have it all together, but I'm able to have a platform, to a vehicle to drive my dreams. And I grew into this. It's been 20 years with the Juice Plus company, and I've navigated. It's been all over the place, but it's so rewarding and so beneficial. And I want you to know that you don't want to leave your life to chance. Do not depend on your husband taking care of you. Things will happen. It's not if, it's a matter of time. And with this amazing culture and community, you were able to have a vehicle to not just watch a parade, watch life. You don't just ride the train or ride life. You get to be able to be a leader and to be able to make decisions that will change your life forever. So, Angel, I'll let you ask anything you want, or anybody else. I do a lot of different things with Juice Plus, and I have something that you may want to know about or bring people to learn about in February. I'm doing a course wrapped around happier, healthier, whole. And I think a lot of people want health, but they really want to be happy and whole. So that's a course that I'm doing that you may want to learn more about as well. So
That's awesome. Thank you so much. I was just thinking, I'm getting older, and a lot of women, like, I was able to stay home and raise my children. I taught school and then I stayed home. And then I know that having this community gave me a sense of purpose too. Because once your kids are grown and gone, and I'm at that in between stage, I don't have grandkids yet. But I love everything about it. And like you said, being a health advocate, and I love the way you put you're growing a team of health advocates. I just love that, because that's what I see us as. And I know we have so many different people on here from different stages, young moms, a lot of young moms, and it is hard to imagine something like that happening to your husband, but it happens a lot. Sadly, the husband usually leaves first.
Well,
Um,
I think too, to back up what you said, is that, whether it happens or not, it's fulfillment. Life is so needing purpose. We are mommies first. We are, whatever we have a lot of things that are first, but if we're not, how I live out my life is how I am a better mother, a better friend. If you don't have a pop to get up, I would be flat. If I didn't have a community like this, I don't know, my life would be so unfulfilled. So it drives me to find joy. I'm a widow of 16 years. And people go, well, I haven't ever got married. Because I mean, of course, my focus was my children, and I'm very strong on what I want. I'm not a settling for nothing, because I know what I want. But it makes you have fulfillment, and not a lot of people are lonely. This is so fulfilling. If I didn't do this for money at all, it'd be worth it. So the fulfillment, the fun factor, and then the income to give back. You can also be a philanthropist, or it's fun to be able to, just just be able to have something that drives some dreams that could be very rewarding. So, Angel, I think it's so important to know we have purpose. We want passion. We want to be able to have energy, because energy is everything, and that's how we show up in life.
mm-hmm. So true. And I was thinking, you become like the 5 people you're around the most. It's so true. You become like those you hang out with. And I want to hang out with people who love God, love family, love health, and it all goes together. Maria had a question. Let's see. Would love to hear about your February group. Yes.
Yes, I will get that in your group after, but it's a course, and a lot of people are putting, it's $100, but you could get a group together in empowerment, and you could have a potluck. But I have worked for 22 years on this to realizing some things that I had struggled with, and part of health. This is the happy factor, and managing the mind, the negative emotions, and the self-sabotages, and emotional eating, and loving the stages of ages, no matter what age, stage, or size you are. We are getting older, whether it's young kids, the mother-daughter type things, and our bodies through having babies, and then going into menopause, and going into getting older, sometimes we forget that we are beautiful and we have to be able to embrace the imperfectness and in a whole way. So it's I've got the little outline of what it's about, and I will give it to you, Angel. You could pop it in or share it. But it's a lot of people are bringing it classrooms together or homes together, and it's going to have a workbook with it. But I think it will be very valuable. It's about an hour and a half class on a Saturday, the 20th of February.
Okay, cool. I'll share that with the team. Does anybody else have a question? All right. Well, thank you so much. I appreciate you. And I always try to get a picture. So do y'all mind showing me your face if you're hiding? You don't have to, but I want to get a picture.
Rachel, that was so good. Thank you so much for sharing your time and your knowledge.
Oh, I love it. I hope to meet all of you soon. It's fun to share. We share as we grow, and we don't have to be perfect. That's why I want to make sure that's clear.
That's right.
Thank you.
I love it. All right, y'all smile. Yes, hopefully we will have conference again in the fall, I'm thinking. Maybe, and then we can all see each other face to face.
Yeah.
All right, guys. Thank y'all. Thank you.
Have a good month of January. It's almost February.
I know.
That was
Bye.
Thank
Thanks,
you.
Angel.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Kara, is Kara still in?
I think we had several pages. I never saw how many people were on. Shoot.
Still recording.
Okay, yay. Well, I can go back and look then. That's good. Okay, I'll stop the recording.